show about nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, per usual, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello to beautiful people.
What is going on, beautiful people?
He's here. We wondered what would happen. We seen Robbie fresh off the Redeye. We seen him.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I was speaking freely. I thought that was a big thing.
Speaking freely.
I don't know. Was I? I don't know. I was needy. I don't know what you were saying. That I really liked you.
Yeah, you're very open.
I was very open.
And this is Sebi Redeyes coming in fresh.
Okay. How was it?
Sebi Redeyes coming in fresh off the boat.
It looks like you just got off of a boat.
Yeah.
It looks like you went to a yacht cruise weekend, not the mountains.
No, I know. It's so funny.
You have an island hat on.
I literally put on a costume.
Yeah, you did.
To do the podcast today.
I like it. I'm about the costume.
So that's the difference between me and Robbie. Robbie will get all vulnerable and open. Me, I'm a little tired to go. Grab me. I need a costume.
I need a layer between me and the people.
I need to put up more walls.
Yeah. So how do you feel?
What do you mean, tired wise?
Yeah, like post Redeye, how was the flight?
Well, yeah, we'll talk about the flight.
Okay.
We'll go over the flight. First off, summer's officially here, and I know it's here for one reason and one reason only, because something that I hate happened to me.
Okay.
I got my first mosquito bite of the season.
I got one too.
Every single year, I forget mosquitoes exist. And then this little monster comes along that has killed more people than religion.
Okay.
And that monster is called mosquitoes.
Okay.
When a mosquito landed on me, it's like I forgot that we die, and then I remembered that we do. Mosquitoes are literally a nightmare to me.
Where's your mosquito bite? Because mine is on my waistline in the back.
What'd
you have? Flirty location.
You got a tramp bite?
I have a tramp stamp.
You got a tramp mosquito?
I have a tramp mosquito bite.
You want me to scratch it?
No, I don't think so.
You sure?
I'm good.
All right, let me know later. Maybe I'll hit you with a couple 1-2s.
Where's yours?
On the back of my neck, right behind my ear.
Okay.
Oh God, I was furious.
Not a great spot because it's like a nervous tick as people scratch the back of their face or whatever.
I couldn't believe it when I saw this mosquito buzzing around me. I thought to myself, I said, I thought you animals were gone.
They're back. That's summer.
Every summer.
They're going to be here all summer.
There's some bad things about summer. Mosquito has to be at the top of that list.
Probably.
Got the mosquito.
Bugs in general.
Bugs are bad.
Yeah.
Not a bug guy.
No.
Got the mosquito bite right before I went on the plane.
Okay.
Oh, brutal.
Oh, so you got it in New York.
Brutal.
Oh, damn.
Because then you know you're just going to be scratching.
Yeah. The whole time.
You get a mosquito bite before you just have to sit in a chair alone for 4.5 hours.
You don't download movies or anything on these planes? I was going to text you last night and tell you that Righteous Gemstones is back on TV to download it for your plane, but I'm like, he's not going to watch it.
There was zero chance.
Yeah.
I'm not watching nothing.
I know.
You know what I watch? I watch the map.
That's insane behavior.
It's insane behavior. And you know what I'll do? I'll spin the map around. I'll look around on the map.
How can I make this plane get closer?
Yes.
Without actually getting closer.
I count the minutes.
Okay.
I'm sitting there counting the minutes.
1,000. 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
I go. So I take the plane. So if people don't know, I'm fresh off of a little quick Sebi vacays.
Okay.
I went over to I was becoming a little too East Coast, so I had to go chill out for a moment.
Okay.
I had to go see the beautiful nature. I had to go see the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, you were really becoming too East Coast.
I was becoming hey.
Here in the year 2023, you were just reaching too much East Coast.
Every so often, I get a letter from New York City saying, hey, you're becoming too much like us.
Okay.
Branch out a little bit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Okay.
So I hit the trees.
How was the trees?
Hit the trees. Well, let's go over. I'll just run down.
Yeah, go through your whole
happened.
vacation. Yeah. We can start from the beginning.
You doing good though?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah, let me touch my hands. Touch it like
I'm sweaty. I have
you're
sweaty
scared
palms.
of men.
I have sweaty palms.
Touch my hands. There you go. Nice. Oh, your nails are long.
I cut them today.
They hurt me.
Really? They might be sharp. I don't think
they're
long.
sharp.
Yeah, I just cut
That's
them.
even worse than long.
I know.
You have sharp nails? What are you?
Short and sharp.
What are you, Catwoman? What's happening? Why do
They're
you have
not
sharp...
that bad.
Dude, I felt them instantly on my hands. On the inside of my hand. I have 3 calluses now from your nails.
From my nails. Okay. All right.
They're sharp.
They are a little bit. Maybe one of them's sharp. I don't know.
Do you need me to buy you a nail?
A nail filer?
Not a file. What happens?
The nail file sound is my least favorite sound on the planet.
I don't like the nail file. It scares me.
Me neither.
Because here's the thing. With the nail file...
Me neither. I can't think about it.
Where does the files go?
It's like, I don't know. You're sanding it down. It becomes dust. It becomes dust.
So there's just nails in the air then? And I have to just be cool. I'm supposed to think it's hot that you're sitting there...
Nail dusting.
And nail dust is just filling the air? And you're going to be pissed if I fart? You got nail dust in the air.
They might not be pissed if you fart.
You got nail dust in the air.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
I can't do nail dust in the air.
Sure.
I can't. Sometimes science is terrifying. And the science behind grinding your nails down, which is actually just hair, don't bite.
It's hair?
Yeah, your nails are just hair.
I don't think we could call them hair. They might have the same... They're not hair.
What are you talking about, bro? It's hair molecules.
Your nails are hair molecules?
Yeah. What do you know? A rhinoceros horn is hair too.
It might be. So, I don't know.
What do you think? I'm trying to pull the rug over you?
I don't know.
Your
nails is just hair molecules.
Your nails and hair are the same.
I didn't know that. I knew people like collect them because it's like dead parts of your body, but I didn't know that they were the same.
Who are these people?
Not I, but
who
like
are these people
on these shows, like hoarder. Like that's like the stereotypical person that hoards stuff is like my hair and nails. No,
no, magazines,
you never heard of that?
Newspapers, not hair and nails.
Have you not seen? That's what I think of when I think of that show.
No, I think of magazines.
Like it's like a nightmare. Isn't that a common nightmare scenario? Everything was good, and then he had all of his hair and nails in his closet.
Maybe you're right.
I don't know. Maybe
Maybe you're right. No,
so I didn't know that they were.
We're maybe you're right type of podcast.
Yes,
I would say this. I think maybe you're right is a great attitude to live by too. Because you know why? It's easy to be a maybe you're right kind of guy when you're okay with being wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, you could be right all the time when you're okay with being wrong.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I've been exaggerating a little more in my life because I'm like, I should exaggerate more on the podcast. But now I'll like sometimes do a little caveat of like, I don't know, I might be exaggerating this, but maybe it could be. I'm just trying to tell a story, I guess.
I undersell.
You undersell?
Usually.
No, you don't.
You know, what are we talking? I usually undersell everything that's happening on the pod. So I get a mosquito bite.
All right.
My mom insists on driving me to the plane.
Your mom did. You go, Ma, if you want to drive me, it's okay. I think you looked at the time.
Bro, don't tell them.
You looked at the amount of money it would cost and your options, and you were like, Ma, I don't need you to drive me. And then I think you looked at all your options, and you go, Ma, if you want to drive me, that's all right. You can,
bro. Don't sell me out on the pod. Don't sell me out on the pod.
I'm selling your mom up.
No, don't sell my mom up.
Okay.
She doesn't need to be sold.
Did she pick you up today?
No.
Did she?
No, my mom did not pick me up.
All right.
My mom did not pick me up.
Okay. Your dad? No way. Your parents picked you up today. I knew it. I knew that they were going to. You just didn't want to like address that when I was there.
You did ask me. You said, "Did you?"
I did go. Did you take a car?
No, you said, "Did you drive home?"
Oh.
You said, "Did you drive?"
I think I said, "Did you take a car?" I said, "Did you take a car?" And you just answered by doing, "Yeah." And at that moment, I knew your parents picked you up. Your poor parents.
You know when someone asks you a question and you're like, "Oh, they phrased it properly. I don't need to lie."
Yeah.
It was like, "Oh, there we go."
I said, "Did you take a car back?" Well, because you. All right. Well, you'll get to the whole story.
I did take a car back.
You told me that you sat on the runway for an hour, and I'm like, oh, I hope his mom did it. But hey, that's what they want to do.
So when we're talking and you're having all these thoughts, why are they staying in your head?
I just knew. I knew that your mom picked you up in that moment.
My mom didn't pick me up.
Well, your dad. I knew that your parents picked you up.
My dad insisted.
Okay, that's nice.
He insisted.
That's nice.
So my mom picks me up, which is fine. It's fine. I'm a little old for that.
It's fine.
That's fine.
I've taken free rides from my mom.
She wanted to.
Yeah, my mom wants to. My mom would pick my sister up in the East Village and take her to JFK many times. She takes the ride. I try to be like, I'm not doing that, but
You know what's funny about my mom? Whenever she drives in Brooklyn, she'll be like, I went to a school over here. Can you believe your mother used to do that? And I always go, yes, Mom, I can believe that you did that. Yes, Mom, I can believe you went to Brooklyn.
I wonder where you got this from. I wonder if you ever say, I can't believe of things that you do constantly, where you're always in disbelief. So I wonder why it would be crazy for her to ask.
Raz Seb Day?
No, I'm just saying.
First you throw
You're
me under the bus
always
for
going,
my
I
mom and
can't
dad.
believe.
Now you're throwing me under the bus with I can't believe?
Sebastian has an obligation once a week, every week, pretty much since we started doing this podcast. And every week he goes, I can't believe I got to do this. I can't believe it. I can't believe I got to do this. I can't believe I'm doing it.
I'm a man that lives in wonderment.
I can't believe I do this. I can't believe I'm doing it right now.
I'm a man that lives in wonderment.
So it's not crazy that your mom is saying, can you believe? That's all I'm saying. I'm just helping defend your mom.
I'll live less wonder in my
No,
heart.
you should live more wonder. Live this wonder.
Less wonder in the heart, okay?
Why don't you just live this wonder with your mom? Oh, Ma, I can't believe it. You're a rock star. Every time I can't believe it.
You're right. You're right.
You know what I mean?
See? You're right, Robbie. I should.
Because you're able to do it in other aspects. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I don't give
You're able to can't believe things that you for sure can believe.
I like the phrase I can't believe.
I know, it's fun.
I can't believe should only be said with the most believable things because then it expresses emotion.
Yes.
I can't believe aliens exist. Who cares? What a terrible sentence.
Yes.
I can't believe we got to drive out to Pennsylvania for Easter. Now that's a sentence.
Yes.
Now that's a sentence I love. So my mother picks me up. She does one thing that's like, she goes, you going to take your keys on the trip? I go, yeah.
Oh, I know this move. This is a mom move.
Yeah, that's a mom move.
This is her also then solidifying that she gets to pick you up from the airport on the way back.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
my mom's done this move before.
She goes, you going to bring your keys on the trip? I go, yeah. She goes, doesn't make any freaking sense to me.
Yeah,
doesn't
you don't
make any sense to me.
Because I've lost my keys before.
Why would you lose them?
Yeah.
I go, Mom, I'm going to keep them in my bag the whole time. I'm not going to take them out. So she's micromanaging. I'll tell you this. My mother's an angel because I wasn't the sweetest boy on the way there.
You weren't?
Nah.
You gotta be sweet.
Nah.
She drove
I
to
know.
work at 4 a.m.
No, she didn't wake up at 4.
4:50. She woke up in the 4 o'clock hour.
She loves that.
I'm just letting you know.
And I wasn't the sweetest.
You weren't sweet.
Ah, God, it kills me. Like looking back, like if I could watch myself, I'd be like, come on, Sebastian, be an adult. Be an adult.
You were being a child.
I was being a freaking baby on the way to the airport.
Did you apologize?
Nah.
Do you want to do it right now? Apologize for how you behaved.
There we go.
on the drive. Will you be able to?
Yeah, I will.
Hello, Sebastian.
Hi, Mom. Mom, Robbie could hear you, just so you know.
And she's on air.
Okay, I won't talk about him.
Okay, don't
Thank
talk
you.
about Robbie.
You're on
Mom,
air right now on the podcast.
Mom, I had something I wanted to tell you.
What?
I'm sorry for being so cranky on the way to the airports this week.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
I
Thank you, Sebastian.
I was pretty cranky, and I'm sorry about that.
But it looked like you had fun.
Yeah, I was just want to say, like, I shouldn't have been cranky. You woke up early. You were nice to me, and I appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
Are you crying?
And yeah, that touches my heart.
Okay,
oh, that's very nice.
Okay. I just shouldn't be cranky. You did that, and I was acting like a little baby.
Well, I want you to be happy in this life.
Yeah, Mom, it's hard.
I know.
Is it hard for you?
Yeah, well, because I absorb all my children's sorrows when they're unhappy.
Well, there we go. Well, I wasn't happy getting up, going on a plane, but I shouldn't have taken that out on. I should have kept it in more.
No, you have to share it with someone. So I'm glad I'm here that you can share it with.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you. All right. Just want to tell you that.
All righty.
And I was thinking, what's up? Dad's what?
Dad.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm sitting outside because Dad is painting the entire cement, the Cool Creek around the patio.
All right. I don't have time. I don't have time for this. I gotta go. I'm so sorry.
This is a nice call, Sebastian.
I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of stuff, Mom.
Okay.
But I'll call you later. I'll call you later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Say goodbye to Rob.
Goodbye, Rob.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah. And there we go. One thing off the checklist.
She's sweet.
She's sweet.
That was sweet.
I was on there. I go, I fucking can't stand life.
Really?
I'm so dramatic.
In the car? You were saying I can't stand life?
I was just being so dramatic. I just didn't want to sit on the plane.
Yeah, I get that. You were not looking forward to that.
Can I give you a Can I give you a pro plane tip?
Pro plane tip.
Wear a t-shirt with a pocket.
Okay.
A pocket tee.
Interesting.
It literally is so good.
That is a good idea.
Because you put the phone in the pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not reaching. You don't have to lean on the guy or girl next to you to grab your phone every time you want to change it. You don't have to hold it.
Yeah.
You throw it in the pocket of the tee.
I put everything in the front pouch. I empty my pockets. Everything goes in the front pouch.
That's a dangerous move.
It is a dangerous move. I've left multiple books on planes.
Well, you don't like books anyways.
Exactly.
It's not even a loss.
That's not a book I read.
It's not even a loss.
You're not reading the book on the plane and forgetting it. Yeah,
you're donating a book to the plane.
To the world. Yeah.
No, you got to get the fanny pack.
Okay. Yeah, the fanny pack is
across
nice.
the chest.
Yeah.
Or when I'm at the airport, 'cause easy, boom, I zip it open, passport out, right?
Okay.
The pocket in the tee is nice.
Okay.
The flight there was fine. I sit there. I just wait. The last person to get on board was the person that sat next to me.
Oh, that's tough. That's so tough.
I'll tell you this. Furious.
Was there an empty seat that you could have moved to or no?
Nah.
It was packed.
It was
plane.
a sold out plane.
Which is crazy because it was not. You were checking it.
I know. I was checking it. Sold out plane. The guy next to me, the last person on the plane is the guy. He sits next to me, right? We're sitting on the tarmac. We're waiting to go. And this guy did this thing that either could be... Well, I want you to tell me. Would you consider this behavior very sweet or creepy?
Okay.
Before he got off the plane, before the plane lifted off, he was just scrolling through pictures of a woman.
Neither sweet or creepy. I don't know. It depends who the woman is.
Exactly. So I'm sitting here inventing stories.
Okay.
I'm like, wow, this guy's maybe like doesn't like to fly and he's like looking pictures of his girlfriend before he leaves.
That's cute.
I'm like, oh, he's looking at pictures of his girlfriend being like, I'm going to miss her this week. I can't believe I have to go away.
Yeah.
Right? I wish she was here with me.
I think that's cute.
It became creepy in one moment.
Oh, he did something creepy.
The two thumbs hit that screen and it hit the zoom.
And he zoomed
and
in.
that's how I knew it wasn't his girlfriend.
Okay. It might be.
It must be recent then.
Okay.
Hit the zoom on the butt.
He's like, I'm going to think about this booty before I go on the plane.
I had one person next to me. This is how.
Maybe he was afraid of planes. He's
I had
if I'm going to die, I need this picture of an ass in my head.
That's exactly what was happening.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm a millennial. He was a Gen Z. The other side of me.
Oh, he's a Gen Z.
Gen Z zooming in on ass. So a Gen Z was on one side of me,
this is
and then a boomer was on the other. The boomer was praying.
Wait, you're in the middle?
It's like in the aisle.
Yeah.
So like the two people next to me. The boomer's praying before we go off. He's zooming in on asses. I'm just thinking about how I just screamed at my mother. Can't apologize now.
You screamed that?
No, I didn't scream.
Okay,
I didn't scream. I didn't yell at all.
Okay,
no,
good.
No. I was just being dramatic.
Yeah.
More being dramatic.
You want it to be negative, and you're like, this is going to be negative. This car ride is going to be negative.
This is going to be that.
We're not going to have any positivity on this car ride.
Zero.
My life, everything about this car ride, negative.
My mom's like, do you want a Dunkin'? I'm like, no.
Even Dunkin' can't make me happy anymore, Mom.
I refused to get a cup of coffee till I got to Denver.
Oh, really? Oh, smart. I mean, you kind of have to.
Yeah, I was like, what if I could doze off?
Yeah.
You know what I love about going to the airport? You get there, all rules go out the window for what you could have to eat.
Sure.
I get there. I haven't had breakfast. It's 6 a.m, something like that. I'm like, I'm going to get me trail mix.
Yeah.
I'm going to get me trail
That's
mix.
not crazy.
No, I know, but would you ever eat trail mix for breakfast?
No, the trail mix is like one of the most universal food. That's the whole thing. It has M&Ms. Has M&Ms, raisins, nuts. It's like that's its whole thing. Is that it's versatile.
So it had peanut butter,
bunches.
peanuts and bunches. And,
that's nice.
Great.
That is good.
Yeah, it was really good actually.
I thought you were gonna say like filet mignon.
Oh, I
wish. Like I could eat anything. I'm gonna have trail mix.
No, I was in my feelings. I was sitting there in my feelings. The flight's fine. I got you in my head the whole time.
Really?
Turbulence is bad.
No, I didn't say turbulence is bad.
Oh no, turbulence is
I didn't say
good.
turbulence is bad. I found peace in the air.
Had you in my head the whole time. We finally get there. I rent a car.
Nice.
I rented a car. I'll tell you this. There's few pluses about being semi-provolone.
Okay.
One of the pluses is this thing called charisma.
Huge plus.
One of the pluses.
Huge plus. Can we not? Huge plus.
One of the pluses is this thing called charisma.
Okay.
I get to the car rental place. An hour-long wait to get to the front. Finally get to the front. I make a joke to the guy. He recognizes I'm wearing the Liverpool hat. We start talking Liverpool. He looks at my car. He goes, you're getting a Kia Soul. He goes, it's not a... He goes, you're on vacay? I go, yeah. He goes, it's not really a vacay car. Let's bump that up.
That's a great... Those are the best words that you could hear. I love that.
He goes, where are you going? I go, I'm going to the mountains. He goes, we're going to have to get you in something better to drive to those mountains.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
He gave me this dope-ass car. I don't know what it is. I always get these upgrades.
Yeah, same. You have to be nice to people. That's what... if you're just nice to people, instead of the Karen approach, you get a lot further.
Well, it was incredible. I was so happy. I had a full panel. It was amazing. One thing that this is an off-mic topic, but it's so fucking annoying that we have these fast chargers because they don't go into any USBs.
Oh.
Because we have the mini USBs and they don't go into the regular USBs. This is such an off-mic topic.
Well, it's just the plane technology is not increasing at the Apple technology, but it's just they all should get on the same page. It is annoying.
Yeah.
So you couldn't charge your phone.
Couldn't charge my, but that's okay. I was fine. I stopped someplace. I realized when I get there. Because I did such a stupid move. I did a Robbie move, we'll be honest.
All right, let's hear it.
I packed in the morning.
You packed at 4 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wow.
What a Robbie move.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a you move.
This is you.
That's not a me.
Robbie, you should pack. Sebastian, when I went on vacation, was telling me I should start packing 2 days before. You don't want to put it to the last minute. You're not going to sleep. You pack.
I know. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. And sometimes you have to make mistakes in your life so you can live by the philosophies that got you to the place you are.
Yeah. So what did you forget to pack?
Shoes, a tie, a belt.
I didn't pack contacts to go to LA. I had to get an eye doctor. I had to get an eye exam in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, what am I doing?
My first time in Denver was at DSW.
Okay. Wait, you had to get like dress shoes?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're going to the wedding.
Yeah. I like the belt. I mean, the belt I got because you need a belt.
Yeah.
And the tie, they didn't have ties. I didn't wear a tie to the wedding.
Yeah, that's fine. I haven't worn a tie to a wedding in years.
I know it's fine, but that was like the one thing I was like, oh, it's fine. Also, I spent $100.
Yeah.
At the freaking DSW
to get these shoes. Are they nice? Would you wear them? Sometimes you need this shit to happen so that you can get new stuff because you won't treat yourself otherwise.
They weren't nice.
Oh.
They were comfortable though.
Okay, that's good.
They were those they're dress shoes for like high-end waiters.
Oh,
so they're really soft on the inside. I went for comfort.
Yeah. Hey, fuck yeah! You can dance better.
Here's the thing. All right, I'll talk about.
So you went to a wedding. Do people know that you go to a wedding?
Yeah, I went to a wedding. My friend, Brian Franchi, he was on the podcast.
He was on the pod. Yeah, hilarious. Go check out his episode. One of the funniest episodes that we've done.
We went to I went to his wedding. He got married. Congratulations, Brian. It was a beautiful wedding. So I go to Denver. I see my friend. We go out. Yada yada. It's so disappointing going to a place that just doesn't have good food.
Yeah.
To travel to a location, for me to get on an airplane and I show up to location and there's no good grub.
I agree.
Is honestly horrible. And you know what's even worse? That you can't get a good cup of coffee.
I 100% agree. I don't go on vacation anymore places where I don't need to go to these random cities in America. We've talked about this because there's not good food. There's not good anything.
I need a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Robbie and I, let's take a peek behind the curtain. We buy La Colombe, right?
Yes.
And we put it in my fridge and we drink it.
Yes.
Now,
That's the standard.
If you run a coffee shop, buy fucking coffee like that.
Buy La Colombe.
Buy La Colombe. I could do it for myself. You run a business and you can't do that? You got a Joe coffee and you poured it over ice? You should fucking die in hell.
We went to multiple cities.
You should fucking die. Literally, people like that make me sick.
I went to Hoboken, and my friend is like, this is the best coffee spot in Hoboken. They have a hazelnut, whatever, coffee situation. It was a fucking drip Joe coffee, Mr. Coffee machine that they put just random ass hazelnut
squeeze
things.
some stuff on it.
Yeah, like Folgers hazelnut.
You're not gonna.
I'm like, what are we doing? I'm not paying for that.
You're not gonna confuse me with sugar that a coffee's good.
Yeah,
I don't get sugar in my
no,
coffee.
me neither. Yeah, exactly.
So I know if your coffee's good.
Yes. No, it's hard to go on a plane on a vacation. If a place is like, oh, breweries, we have good breweries, the food is bad.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, horrible.
If that's what everyone's like, well, you know what we do? Breweries, they probably don't have great food.
Well,
or you got to spend like $70 for, because I had there's a Quality Italian in Denver, which is a chain, and there's one in New York City, which is solid, but it was an expensive ass meal.
Yeah, I didn't go there.
Yeah.
I threw out my coffee and I drove to Starbucks then.
You got to go to, that's where we rely on the chains.
You leave New York and you go, chains run this country.
Yes.
Chain restaurants run this country.
Yes.
And it's because small businesses across America are bad.
Well, they need to get better.
Some
are
need
good.
to get better.
Some are good.
You know what? I want small businesses to win.
Yes.
But you need to put a little bit of pride in your business.
I know.
Yo,
New York, our small businesses are good.
Yes, because there's pride.
Yeah.
There's some culture to it. I could not believe it.
No, I know. It is. They also think that all of the flair is what makes the business good. If it's Instagrammable or like, oh, we need to get buzz. Get buzz by having good stuff. That's what you should focus on. What are you selling? Number one, let's get that to be pretty good.
My big takeaway from being in Denver is that chains run this country because they deserve to, because small businesses don't fucking care.
Damn, hot takes.
They don't get to put some effort into it.
Yeah.
Like,
or have a charm about it. They got to do
anything.
something. Yeah. There wasn't like
have your nephew play guitar in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of guitar, I show up to the airport 6 o'clock, furious, just got in an argument with my mother. The guy next to me, sitting next to me waiting for the plane, is playing acoustic guitar.
Out in the wild?
In the wilds, playing acoustic
At the
guitar.
gate?
At the gate. I said, here we go. Here we go. The nightmare begins. The nightmare of the plane is here.
Yes.
Here we go. Couldn't freaking believe it.
That is wild.
What?
Is he just like, I got to get this out? I was inspired.
He sat in the plane holding the guitar.
The whole time. Wild.
Holding it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's so annoying. If you're sitting next to that guy,
so annoying.
Yeah.
Also, another thing about Denver, I don't like places where you go and you can't recognize a single beer that's on tap. You can't recognize a single beer, and so what they do is I go, what's this? They go, well, it's kind of like a Pacifico with a little lime splash. What happened? The Pacifico's no good no more?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, they have local breweries. This is what I'm saying. They care about their beer. But then their beer is just like trying to...
It's like, exactly like the other thing.
Yeah, exactly like the other
It's the worst thing.
Yeah. And it's like, all right, cool, but can we do this with the coffee too and the pizza? Like, let's get the pizza up to a standard.
I couldn't believe it, man. I literally went to a burger joint. The burgers were fine, but they were like, this is a great burger joint. They didn't even put salt or pepper on the fries.
Damn, it was unsalted.
No seasoning.
Just potato.
No unseasoned potatoes that were brought to my table.
The fries.
I go, you know what? I am going to do the fucking aioli.
Yeah.
I am going to do the sriracha aioli, okay? Everyone there, also, we had this like waitress that was waiting on us, and Everyone there loved to have a long conversation before they began their service.
Well, maybe they want to talk to you. The charisma. You're somebody who's fun to talk to.
I'm not giving charisma.
You're not giving anything.
Here's the thing. This is you're catching me. Oh God. Yeah. This is. Oh boy. Yo, you're not gonna get a better tip from me by talking a lot before the service.
Okay.
You give me a spiel about how much you hate the scooters in town for 7 minutes with your jokes.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get a better tip from me after the service when you forget to bring out my French fries and the aioli.
Yeah.
You know you get a good tip when you do the job right, and then you maybe throw a joke in after.
Yes.
You could do the jokes after.
Take my order first.
Take the order
Let's get
first.
the food.
I'm hungry.
Let's get the chef knowing about what I want to eat, and then we could talk.
Then come back.
Yes.
Then tell me about.
I feel you.
Tell me about how you can't believe how much weed your nephew smokes.
Yes.
Hilarious then.
Yes.
Because I know my burger's on the way.
Yes. You are fresh off a flight. You've been up since 4 a.m.
I know my burger's on the way.
Yes.
I do not need to hear your spiel
about how we don't need the Lime scooters. I do feel bad for these cities that have Lime scooters because they're just all over the city. People can just throw a Lime scooter wherever they want.
They're saying that. I was talking. The waitress was talking to me. I was like, all right, well, this is what we're doing. So I'm not gonna. I internalize it and then I vocalize it here.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm gonna be very low.
You're very polite.
Actually, I wasn't. Let me call it.
Okay.
I was very, very fine, right? And she's going on and on about these scooters, being like, I want them to die.
Yeah.
She's saying
you can't fix this problem.
It's she's like, this is the worst thing that ever happened to the city. That's what she's saying. And the day I got there was a shooting and 5 people got shot. I swear to God.
Yeah.
5 people got shot the day I showed up, and she only could complain about Lime scooters. She goes, the city. I show up. I hear about the shooting. I'm like, all right, I'm in town. Whatever. I got to be here. You know.
Yeah.
Right. I show up. It's also insane that this is how casual the shootings are. Right.
Yes.
I
it's
show
sad.
up, and the woman goes, I go, hey. She goes, hi. She goes, you're not from Denver. I go, no, I'm from New York. She goes, welcome. She goes, Denver's beautiful, except. I go, here we go. She's going to talk about the shooting. She goes, except this one horrible thing that's happening in our town. One thing that's rampaging our generation of children. One thing that's destroying the youth, taking us from too early,
forcing us to grow up at such a young age,
forcing us to have hard conversations with kids that we didn't think we'd have to have so young, forcing us to teach them safety that a child should never have to know.
Yeah,
how to hide and protect yourself when it's coming right towards you.
Yeah,
and that thing is a Lime scooter.
Yeah.
I go, oh yeah. I go, the shooting. She goes, they're all right.
No, they're not. They're not all right, and they happen a lot in Colorado. But sadly,
yes, it was like insane,
which is weird.
When I found out like how many shootings there were recently, it was like,
yeah. I mean, a lot of the most famous ones are in Colorado, which is sad.
I know.
I mean, there's so many. It's crazy to say famous ones.
No, yeah, but yeah, the most popular, like the ones that like are
Columbine.
name recognized.
Yeah, the Joker one. That's
which was the first one?
Columbine.
Oh yeah,
and then one with the Batman.
Yeah, and there was just like
there's other ones. Yeah,
there's just one. The NBA Finals, and they were just like, hey, we're going to do some shootings.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even hear about that. I just saw the parade, the NBA Finals. Yeah.
Because it's all the time out there.
Yeah, sad.
It's insane.
Yeah. But Lime scooters was this woman's.
Lime scooters.
Yeah.
That was what's ruining Denver.
Yes.
Yeah. But that was fine. Denver, I realized, like, everyone just wants to, especially they hear my voice, they just want to talk.
Yes.
And I don't care about, I just didn't want to talk, you know?
Yeah.
I just wanted my burger.
Yeah.
But I chit-chatted. You know what the thing is? It's that same thing. They don't want to ask me about me. I felt like a girl on a date, you know?
Okay.
I felt like a girl on a date when a New York boy goes out of New York.
Okay.
Because they don't want to ask me about me. All they want to do is tell me about how great they are. I finally am like, this is what most women feel on dates.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, oh, I'm the prized possession, New York City boy.
Yeah.
Right?
They're trying to convince you. They're
I got
projecting.
the fatty, right?
Yes.
So now they're just going to tell me about how beautiful their city is.
Yes.
And I'd be like, oh, yeah. Oh, well, I live in Brooklyn now. Brooklyn. Yeah, we got a street around here that's just like Brooklyn, you know? They do. They stay open till 1 a.m.
Yeah, everywhere loves to tell you about what they have. But in the same vein, I always compare things to New York, I feel like, when I travel, which isn't maybe the best thing, but I'm always like, we would never do this in New York. This is better in New York. So I guess we're all comparing.
I think everyone does that with
that's
their
true.
home. So I leave Denver. I'm going to I have dinner, we go out, yada yada, slam beers. And then I'm going to the mountains.
Yeah, which is you're leaving New York to not get more New York. That's I think people also don't realize. It's like I'm going on vacation. Like LA, they're not doing that a ton, but you're going on vacation to experience something different from where I live.
Yeah.
In some ways. I mean, it would be nice if the coffee was at least decent and like a slice of pizza or whatever, but you don't even need the pizza.
I don't need I'm not searching
fine.
for pizza.
No, we don't need pizza. I don't even need a bagel.
No.
I'll do what you do.
I had an egg scramble.
At least a decent cup of coffee.
I like egg scramble.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
That's a great, got off the plane meal.
Egg and a piece of bacon.
Yeah.
Great. That's
exactly.
great for me. You can't really fuck that up, and they didn't. So we go into so it's like, oh, we're gonna go in the mountains. And my boy goes to me, I'm leaving. I'm like, oh, we're a little hungover, the two of us. I'm like, I gotta go to Grand Lake is what it was. Anyone from Colorado, you know that. I go, oh yeah, I gotta drive to Grand Lake. He goes, I'm not jealous of that. I roll that off. I think that means nothing, you know? I'm like, oh, he's probably not jealous. It's like a 2-hour drive. He's probably like, oh, we're hungover. It must suck to drive. I find out he's not jealous for a different reason. It is what we call a white knuckle drive.
The whole time?
The whole time, man. It is on the edge of a mountain, swerving around on the corner of a mountain. It was downpouring.
You're locked in.
I took an edible by mistake on the way there.
No.
I took an edible. I'm high as balls, driving on the edge of a mountain.
No.
I hate nature.
Yeah.
I stop because one, I just had to stop occasionally.
Okay.
Just to like kind of catch my breath.
Yeah. You're locked in. This is a physical feat. I mean, Formula One drivers are considered athletes.
I was an athlete.
You're an athlete.
I was an athlete.
You're having to drive a vehicle. You're an athlete.
I was an athlete, and I drove up this mountain, and you know when you get that pit, not in your stomach, but it goes all the way to your asshole?
Yeah.
I had that the whole way.
Yeah. I mean, the fact, probably because you took an edible.
I had that the whole way. I had to pit my
Because
asshole.
at least you're like, I'm dealing with half of my brain, and I really need about 100% of it to get through this.
And I text my family. I mean, I'm such a troll. I text my family. I text them a picture. And I say, the drive is a little scary.
Okay.
I go downpouring on the edge of a mountain. Which then proceeds to have my mother text me over and over again while I'm driving to make sure I'm safe.
Wait, you sent a picture?
I sent a picture of like the elevation level. It was like 12,000 feet in the air.
Oh, wow.
Right? I was like, there was like a sign that said how many feet in the air we were, you know? Which is cool. Like that's over 2 miles up in the air.
Yeah, that's
like,
wild.
Yeah. I was like out on the caps, you know?
Yeah. Wow. 12,000 is high.
Yeah, man.
I'm pretty sure like Breckenridge, the peak is 12,000.
Yeah.
Like the highest place that I would go to ski would be like 12,000 feet.
No, I know.
Some of these big mountains.
I looked at some of the mountains that you would go to, and like where I was staying is like where the mountains are for you.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
wild.
Because it starts 1 mile up already.
Denver.
Because Denver's a mile high.
Yeah.
So then it's starting that high, adding mountains on top of
No,
that.
I know. The elevation in Colorado is wild.
Yeah, it is wild. I would walk up steps, I get winded.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Especially when I was up in the mountains, you know?
Yeah.
It would get you.
But I think even those places, like base is like 9,000. So you're really far up.
Well, we went back down.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But when you're up there, you're like lightheaded a little bit.
Oh, yes. I'm lightheaded.
Yeah, like if I'm on the peak of a major mountain, I'm fucking like, all right. That's the most winded I've ever been.
Is on a mountain.
It's like walking, yeah, because you do a little hike. It'll be like a 30-minute hike that if I wasn't on the top of a mountain, it would take like 12 minutes.
Yes, because you got winded.
Yeah.
And when we were there, they were selling oxygen that you just put to your mouth and blast oxygen.
Yeah.
So me and my friends are passing joints around, hitting oxygen
in between.
Hitting the O2 between the
That's
weed.
hilarious.
And my mom texts me this. The Berthoud Pass, hard to drive. It is important to note that the pass has been known to be a bit difficult to traverse for some drivers. In fact, it's often referred to as a white knuckle drive. This is the fact that there are 6.3 degree steep grades on both sides of the pass.
Yeah. They'll give you warnings on those highways of like 7, whatever the degree is that they have to give you a warning. It's
my
wild.
mom's texting me as
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
driving,
Yeah.
being like, "Why aren't you answering?"
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you opened the Pandora's box. You know what you're doing. You don't think you're going to text your mom on the side of a mountain, potentially dying?
I'm scared.
I'm scared, and
Mom,
she's
I'm
not
scared.
gonna. She's not gonna
Mommy, I'm
respond.
scared. So, I finally get there. It's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah,
It was to do that alone was just like
that is stressful to do alone. It's you have to focus, and if you don't have that part of your brain because you're high, to like really tell yourself, all right, Seb, we're locked in. All right, we can do this. All right, we just got to go here.
we're locked in.
All right, one exit at a time. Like, all right, let's do this.
There was no exits.
Oh, it was all.
It was like once you hit a certain point, you didn't hit an exit for 45 minutes. It was just like
because
you
they
could
couldn't
pull
even
off.
afford to have exits.
Yeah, there was because it was like basically twisty turnies all the way up a mountain, and
wow.
then twisty turnies down a mountain.
Damn, this is different than what I like. Most of what I would do, I would feel like
Yeah,
that's tough.
yeah, it was tough.
Yeah.
I was driving in the other, like, not in my lane, in the middle of the road because I felt safer to just move over when a car came than drive on where I should be.
Yeah.
And I had one of those cars that would constantly adjust if you were in the middle, if you weren't.
Because it was like a self-drive, had a technique situation.
So I'm fighting the car, fighting the weather, fighting the ego with the edible.
Yeah.
I'm a changed man.
Okay.
So I get to nature finally.
Yes. Which you just said you don't like.
I get to nature finally. It's really hard. It's really hard to be a man. I know it's beautiful. I know it's beautiful. I look around. I go, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
That's it.
You see it.
That's all I need.
You
That's all I
you
need.
saw, you conquered.
That's all I need.
It doesn't do that much for you?
No.
Really?
I mean, everyone goes, it makes you feel small. I feel tiny already.
Yeah.
I feel small.
Yeah.
It makes you feel insignificant. I'm not worried about feeling insignificant. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I feel insignificant.
Okay.
But yeah, and everyone's like, it was totally beautiful.
People do say that. I don't care about that. Like,
feeling insignificant
or small. Yeah. If you look at New York City, like, I think it's beautiful. Like the fresh air. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, I like to look out and just take in a nice scenery.
It was nice. One thing that I saw that was because, I like birds.
Yeah.
I saw a bird go in the water and catch a fish and fly out with
Oh,
it.
that is cool.
That was cool.
That is mad cool.
But that felt like an action shot.
Yeah.
That was like people will just sit and stare at trees not moving.
For hours.
What are you looking at?
Yeah.
I just don't understand what we're looking at.
Yeah.
If you could fill me up, like, I kind of enjoyed museums when I kind of understood what I'm looking at.
I guess it's the peace, the serene environment of like nature is kind of nice.
I think they're just a little dumb.
Who, these people that just stare at trees? They might be.
I think they're just a little dumb.
Yeah.
Or they don't have friends that share Netflix passwords with them.
They're looking for some artistic inspiration. Maybe an artist. I don't
They're
know.
all painters?
Not painting, but like maybe a songwriter or a poet or who knows.
How many minutes do you think John Denver, how many hours just staring at trees till he got the song?
Cold Country Roads? I don't know.
How many hours? He's like, babe, I can't come inside. I'm close. Country, take me. Where do I want to go? Hold on. I need to look at the trees for another 3 hours.
Yeah.
Hey, what are we talking here? Yeah, I guess it's inner peace.
To some level. I like skiing because it's a combo of that and then an adrenaline rush. I feel like I'm doing some kind of exercise. You know what I mean? It's a combo. It's not just the scenery, which the scenery is beautiful, but it's like you need a little extra.
Yeah, you do need a little extra. I need a little extra. And that extra was marijuana.
The extra, which is extra.
And the Coors Lights.
Yeah, which is nice.
Well, yeah. Coors Lights, marijuana. That made me feel nice.
In the nature.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, but that was more like, you know what I liked? There was like a rocks that were just burning on fire.
Okay.
I was like, oh, this is cool.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah.
What about like the noises? Like the nature noises? You don't care about that?
There's all signs. Beware of bears.
Oh, okay.
Noises.
Yeah.
My nightmares, I hear a noise.
Yeah.
My nightmare. The worst case scenario is I hear a noise.
I don't know. Yeah.
To hear a noise in nature, it's like to find a bump on your body.
But like without that, just I guess, just like the waterfall, water flowing.
All you do is you go, oh, I hope it's just a bug.
Water flowing is a nice noise. No.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
I guess there's certain things like cricket, but then it worked back to like bugs.
Yeah, you're back to bugs
Bugs
or
are
birds
making
or
noises.
animals.
Yeah.
But it was nice. They got married right in front of this like beautiful backdrop. And if that's your thing, it's like
Yeah.
couldn't be more serenic, you know? So
Yeah.
it's definitely fitting the vibe of a wholesome summer.
Okay.
Definitely, I was thinking about that when I watched. It's like this is definitely like wholesome nature. It was like it's also nice to see people's families and where they come from and stuff like that. You know?
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah,
and you met everybody's family.
Yeah, that's nice to see. Yeah, I think that's always something that's makes me feel really good.
That is good.
All right, everyone. Today we are brought to you by One Bone. One Bone Clothing is some of the best shirts I've ever owned, if I'm being honest. I'm rocking one right now. Look at this. I'm fun. I'm silly. They have sizes that are so ranged for all the big and tall men out there, all the way down to cute little chipmunks like Robbie Boy. And you know what's cool, bro?
What?
One Bone must be listening to episodes.
Okay.
They're getting inspiration from the boys. You know why? They just dropped a button down.
All right.
They must have heard that it's button down open summer.
Okay.
We're rocking button downs with tank tops underneath, and One Bone has got the hints.
All right.
We are going to be rocking them. I'm so excited to cop my One Bone button down. I'm going to be wearing it all summer. And Robbie?
I might have to get one as well.
I think your boy's going to have to get one too.
Think I will. I love the shirt that I have from them, the T-shirt. I brought it on vacation. You know, it's good when you bring it on the vacation.
When you're taking one of those shirts, you go, that's a vacay shirt?
Yeah.
I mean, UK
only bring 4 or 5. I was only away 4 or 5 days.
That's a
vacay shirt.
I'm about to go to Denver. You better believe One Bone's going to be. One Bone is sponsoring my trip to Denver, basically.
One Bone is helping us out. So check them out. The clothes are good. We wear them. We wear them. Big stuff. We're wearing these clothes.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And we wear them even when we're not on mic, which is really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And so go check them out. And if you want to get your father a nice gift, these are great quality shirts. He'll love them. They have shirts that it looks like you're not even sweating. It's amazing. So go check that out. 15% off when you use the promo code LOUD, LOUD. Beautiful.
Do you still feel like you want wholesomeness, or have you got tapped out?
I think I do.
You're still into it?
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of it.
Yeah. I think I still want that.
You're still bought in?
I mean, not that much. I'm drinking, smoking. I did think this.
Okay.
I did think this. I think I want to just be a guy that brings dates to weddings from now on.
Yeah. I get that. You're not gonna meet a single person at a wedding. That does not really happen anymore. I don't think we get married young enough where that's happening.
No, yeah.
And you're like, these wedding invites, it's expensive to have a wedding, and people are selective. They're not just like, oh, we gotta have some single people for the vibe. Nobody's doing that.
No, because I'll tell you this: when it's like those couple dances, it's not like you're gonna pair off with anyone.
No.
So you just end up standing there, and I was standing there next to like 2 14-year-olds.
You go to the bar, right? That's when I go to the bar.
Sure.
Yeah.
But there was no line for the bar then.
Yeah.
You got to drink in 10 seconds and you just stand somewhere?
Yeah, you talk to the bartender, I guess. Hopefully, you're the only single person above 14 years old at this wedding.
I think so.
I've been in a wedding like that too.
I think so.
Yeah.
I just kind of stood there and I like looked over.
Yeah. So you're like, if I get a +1, I'll take it.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's my new
But then
move.
the whole trip, you had to take somebody. I guess you could figure it out.
I could figure it out.
Yeah. So people annoy me. That's my issue. If I had to go away for 4 days,
That's
unless
not
I'm
always-
dating someone.
It's not always a 4-day trip.
That's true.
This is though. This is very rare. I wouldn't do this for many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like thinking, it makes a wedding easier.
For sure.
It makes a wedding more doable.
Yes.
Yeah. When you have a sponsor on the podcast, it's important that you not only tell the people about the product, but you show the people the product in action. This sponsored ad is brought to you by Semi Good Vibe Gummies.
Semi Good Vibes.
Semi Shut Eyes Good Vibes.
I mean, they are good vibes. These gummies are good vibes. Can't confirm.
Here's the thing. About an hour and a half ago, I took a couple of these Good Vibe Gummies. I got a pizza in the oven. I did my own kind of pizza situation. I'm cutting an ad for a little weed. I mean, Robbie, life is pretty good.
Life is great.
I'll tell you this. Sometimes it's good to just check on your boy. No. I wanted to make sure I did an ad where I was actually on the good vibes. It's really hard, my work. My job is very difficult. And today my job was getting high and preaching about it.
We did record an episode earlier.
My job today
I
want to give a shout out to all to the engineering professor that told me that it was a big mistake that I was dropping out of engineering school. Was it? Because I just got paid to get high and tell people about it. Was it a mistake? Professor Loser? You know what I do for a living? You teach students how to make bridges. What do? I teach hot people how to get good vibes.
Incredible.
Robbie said, "Can he take some?" I said, "No, you got to edit."
Well, I edited, and you took good vibe gummies.
I go, babe. I wish you could, but I have to be the responsible one who does the vibes, so that the audience really knows what's up. Go check out Sunset Lake CBD.
Sunset Lake, we love them. They're incredible. They grow all of their products on a farm, ethically sourced. It's great. LOUD, loud.
Wow.
For 20% off.
How is Robbie's copy worse than mine? And I'm the one. You just said
ethically, they have a good farm. I don't know.
You just said they grow it on a farm.
That's good. Like people the other day were asking me if there's pesticides in my weed, and I was like, oh no.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Anyways, go to Sunset Lake CBD. Use promo code LOUD.
Get those good vibe gummies.
It's very nice, very relaxed. You do a couple of them.
You do a couple. Couple get you nice.
Couple get you nice.
One's great. One will get you feeling the good vibes.
One will get you just to a nice even place. A couple will get you feeling fun. 4,
5,
4
is
we're playing with your boy right now.
4 you start to play.
I'm going
4 is a lot.
I'm going to Denver, so I'm like trying to pregame my tolerance.
Oh, nice.
So that's what's happening right here. Living the dream. Sunset Lake CBD.
Sunset Lake
20%
CBD.
off with LOUD. Promo code LOUD.
Do you think everyone should get a +1 then? If you're single, everyone should get a +1.
I mean,
or do you think you have to justify? Because some people, you really got to justify the relationship. Be like, no, we've been dating 6 months. Or some people like, all right, have a cutoff of if you're not in a relationship by this point, you can't get a +1.
Yeah,
which is like, that's not your decision to make.
That's not your decision to make.
You don't know how I choose to live my life.
Why people don't get +1s is because they don't want problems being brought there. That's what I believe it is.
They don't trust the other person.
They don't trust your taste in other people.
Yes.
Don't blame them.
Okay.
Don't blame them.
True.
That's why you don't get a +1.
True.
When I see I don't get a +1, it's not like I'm like, oh, they don't think I have anything serious going on. They go, oh, I don't want to be involved in that.
Whoever Sebastian's gonna bring.
Whatever.
Completely ruin my wedding.
Yeah. Whatever type of person he's bringing might be wild.
Yeah. Okay.
And I get that, babes, but we're wholesome, so you know.
This is wholesome summer.
But I thought that was like a thought that I had that felt wholesome, like just to enjoy that with someone, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that felt really nice. And then I thought about my wedding.
Oh.
And I have one.
Wow. You've never said those words on this podcast. 277 episodes in, I thought about my wedding.
If I have one.
Okay.
I was thinking about if I have a wedding.
Okay.
This is gonna be.
You'll have a wedding. Your wedding. At some point, you'll have a wedding.
What does that mean?
You'll have a wedding.
You think so?
Yeah, probably. At least once. You're not gonna live this whole life and have one wedding.
You think I'll do it just for the plot?
At some point.
Say?
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point probably. I was thinking about the wedding, and I was like, I know I'll be. This is gonna turn so many people off.
Okay.
This is gonna infuriate hundreds of people.
Okay. That you know personally?
No, it's just gonna be like a real red flag for any woman that's ever found me attractive.
Okay.
I don't care. It is what it is.
Let the red flags fly.
I know I'll be ready to marry a woman when I think that I'll cry more during the ceremony than I would during the son-mother dance.
You're not there yet. Let's call your mom again. That might be one of the sweetest things that you've ever said.
I think
to your mother.
What do you mean right now?
Yeah.
I think now I was watching it, and I guess I just don't have that sort of love in my life. I was like, I would cry so much more dancing with my mother than I would like giving a speech to a person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need to make sure that for my wedding, I am crying more for the person I'm marrying than my mother.
Yeah, maybe you won't have a wedding. I don't know.
A real red flag.
I mean, I don't know.
It's honest.
It is, but also the mother son dance I think lends to more tears. It's an emotional song. I mean, your vows, I guess. Do people cry when they're giving their vows?
Yeah. People get caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to at least get caught up.
When you see them.
Yeah.
Imagine I go.
Well, you're going to sob, I think, when you dance with your mom.
My whole wedding.
Yeah.
Not a single tear. Look at her. Ah, you look nice.
Yeah,
You look good.
Yeah,
I met her. Yeah, she's fun. Yada, yada. We'll spend forever together. All right, Mom. Let's dance.
Well, because she's definitely going to cry, your mom. And you're going to cry. You're going to cry a lot. This is what I think you were realizing is you're going to cry a lot at your mother-son dance. And it's just like, hopefully I cry more for the girl.
I also already know what song we would dance to.
You do?
Yeah.
What is it? Do you want to say or no?
Well, my...
Would she have a pick? Would she have a say?
This is what she would say.
Okay.
When I was a little kid, we would listen to a lot of musicals at home, right? So we're an artistic family in that regard. We listened to a lot of musicals. And one song I always could never... I couldn't handle because it was too emotional, was that song Sunrise Sunset by Fiddler on the Roof.
Okay, I don't know it.
It's about the passing of time.
Okay.
Right? And so it's Tevye and his wife, Golda, I believe Goldie, maybe, singing as they watch their child get married. And then it goes, is this the little boy I carried? Is this the little boy I prayed? I don't remember growing older. When did they?
Sad. Yeah. Well, beautiful, but
my parents would listen to this song, and they would play it, and I would cry every time. Every time they played this song, I would bawl.
Okay.
Because I go, why does time move?
Yeah.
Why can't we be still?
Yes.
I'm surprised I don't like nature.
That is beautiful.
I go, why can't we be still?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it's like this song about passing of time and being parents and letting go of your children. And I would cry. And they'd put it on, and I'd cry, and they'd laugh. I put it on, I cry, they'd laugh. And I know that my mother, if she's ever lucky enough to have a mother-son dance with me, she would want that song.
That's beautiful.
And I'm
already
going in with the handicap.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there.
So you know you're really going to cry. So you need to meet someone that you're really, really going to cry.
Yeah.
Which is harder to do.
Very hard.
It's hard for someone to compete with your mother.
Almost
your mother
impossible.
woke up at 4:30 a.m. to drive you to the airport, and you were mean to her. And she goes, "I love you.
Ladies.
You needed it to get. You needed to get it off your chest. It's okay." Hard to compete with that.
You think I got it good?
For sure.
You think I got it good?
Yeah, I mean, my mom's so sweet. I listened to the new Louis Capaldi album, and I'm like, some of the songs remind me of my mom.
That's nice.
Not a love interest. I'm like, there's no way all of these songs that he was writing were all just for like love interests.
No.
Like some of them have to be about relatives.
Other type of love is beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
So then I thought about that a lot at the wedding.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And I was like, get me a beer quick.
Yeah.
Give me a beer. Well, let's go hit that oxygen.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, we went there, then we went out, yada, yada. The lake is beautiful. The people that live there, it's so interesting because it's clearly just rich people that like, it's like a place like that is just filled with rich people that live in like LA or other like fancy places.
1,000%.
And then like locals that are very like, they feel like they're treated like lesser people.
Oh, yeah.
You could feel it on them. That there's been years and years of people just like being like, no, we tell you what to do.
Interesting. Because some of these ski towns, it's like some of the rich people like work once a week. They're like, I do a shift to get the perks or whatever.
Yes.
And then there's like a huge subset of people at these resorts that I don't even think they make minimum wage. They get like stipends and they live in like Vail housing. Like Vail is like a big corporation that owns all these mountains, and all these people will tell me, they're like, yeah, I have roommates. We have bunks. We don't like, we get.
It's like working on a cruise ship.
It's like working on a cruise ship, but you're in a town. You're not on you're like on dry land, which is crazy because it doesn't end. It just, you could keep going forever. And a lot of times it's far. It's like people that they need a work visa.
Yeah, it was a lot of work visa
people.
And it made me feel bad.
Oh yeah, it makes you feel bad. It's sad.
I don't want that.
And then it's like they don't give you even an option to tip at these places, and everything's so expensive that someone probably isn't tipping anyways.
They gave options to
They
tip.
did it at your place. Yeah.
Every single place has options to tip now.
Sometimes at these resorts they don't.
Nah.
Okay.
I wasn't at a
You weren't
resort.
at. That's what I'm saying. Within the like the people that are working in this like work camp,
Yeah,
it is
that's
really sad when you go to these places.
Yeah,
and you're like,
I couldn't believe it.
No, it is very sad, and the people are so fucking rich that go to them, and it's like we could pay these people a little more.
We went to the store. I was like, hey, do you know a place to get coffee? Everything's surrounded with coffee with me. We went to this, like they said, the best sandwiches, and it was like a town outside as we're driving out. I go, hey, you know where I could get a cup of coffee? Guy goes, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's sad. That's the guy that doesn't buy coffee out.
No.
Yeah.
So it just made me feel like, yeah, it's hard places where it's just like these rich people come in and just have these like local people work for them. And that's Jersey Shore town, you know?
Yeah, certain places.
There's like all these like destination locations, like
New York City in some ways.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different people here.
Yeah.
There it feels like, there's the townies and then the vacationers.
Yeah. It's very clear where the line is.
Yes, there's because the vacationers stay here forever.
Yeah.
In New York.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then it's time to fly home. Beautiful trip.
Nice.
I saw an In-N-Out burger. Didn't have it.
Yeah, I didn't have In-N-Out when I went to Cali.
Almost did. We pulled over.
Oh, you've never had it?
Never had it.
Oh, right.
And I'm with my friend. I'm like, should I have it? He's like, we could do. It's a burger. We could do better.
Yeah, you could do better.
Yeah, he's like, well, let's go do something better.
Yeah, it's good because it's cheap.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's good for the price. That's what I think is great about it. It's like $2, whatever, $3 burger, and it's really good.
Sure.
For $3, but if you want a good, like, you know what I mean, like Shake Shack is a $12 burger. That's why I'm like, we can't compare these.
So Shake Shack's better in your mind.
Shake Shack's at least 3 to 4 times more expensive.
Yeah. So the quality.
If you get the double patty, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's tremendously better. It can't compare.
Okay.
This is like you compare to like Burger King or McDonald's.
Oh.
In-N-Out's like if McDonald's was only in the Midwest, we would go crazy when you go to the Midwest to get McDonald's.
Yeah. I'm happy I didn't go.
Yeah.
And then it's time for the Redeye.
Back.
The Redeye home.
Tough.
Right?
Red eyes are tough.
I'm not good at sleeping on planes, right? But the gods shine down upon me.
Oh, wow.
No one sat next to me on the plane home.
Oh, this is great.
Did I not tell you that?
No.
No one sat
You just told me that you were on the tarmac for an hour. And that's when I realized. I realized that your mom might have picked you up.
No one was on the plane next to me, and I felt so beautiful. I'm like, this is gonna be such a great flight.
Yeah.
Me and the people that were sitting like across from me, it was like this couple, and it was so nice. One of them was pregnant, and they'd say, anyone with a baby, come on. And she's like, go. She's like talking to her husband. I'm like, go. I go, you have a baby, go.
Yeah.
And she's like, thanks for encouraging me. You know.
Yeah.
She was like very pregnant.
Yeah, for sure.
She should be. Go sit down.
Absolutely.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
Lovely. And so we're all there rejoicing. No, there's no more like honest, pure rejoicing than with people on a plane when no one's sitting in between you.
Yeah.
When they close that door and you two look at each other and you hit that smile and you go, oh, we did it.
Yes.
We did it. That is some of the most purest human connection you could have in the year 2023.
I agree.
It was so beautiful. And of course the last people on the plane is just 4 people with babies. So I'm just sitting there going, no, brother.
Yeah.
Just like
you're really bracing.
My teeth are chattering.
Yeah,
nervous, you know? My friend's texting me from the back being like, hey, you're going to get a baby. You're going to get a baby.
And you see 4 babies. Yeah.
And he would have just laughed his ass off, you know?
Yeah.
This is going to be a beautiful flight. The hubris your boy had, thinking this was going to be a beautiful flight. I flew out at 12 o'clock their time, 2 a.m. New York time. For some reason, every single person on the plane thought it was time to eat a meal. For some reason, I don't understand. I'm a fat ass man. I didn't bring a meal on the plane. But for some reason, people had big, like, large McDonald's cups and McDonald's.
On this plane.
On the plane.
2 a.m. New York time.
2 a.m. New York time. Even if you're Denver time, that's midnight.
Midnight, yeah.
What meal are we eating, people? What meal?
Yeah.
Because I love to enjoy that. I go, Jesus Christ, the whole plane smells like McDonald's. The whole plane.
Yeah.
Right? There should be a list of foods that you can and cannot eat on planes. This is so cliche, such basic comments, right? But we all know that. There should be foods you're not allowed to eat on planes.
Yes. Well, because some foods really can dominate the entire plane. It's a small vessel.
The guy next to me.
So you had this pure connection.
The guy next to me does one of the most obscene things I've ever seen. He pulls out a full meal from Panda Express. Lo mein and all, with chopsticks. I'll tell you this. When you're trying to sleep, nothing's going to be louder than the slurping of lo mein. Oh, don't do it.
Also, the worst.
PTSD.
The worst noise.
And the kid
You never want to hear a slurp of someone else that you're not sexually involved in.
I'm just going to say this. The guy was not equipped for chopsticks either. He wasn't a regular chopstick user.
He was not a regular chopstick. He
He's
was
like,
trying to figure out chopsticks.
He's like, this is going to take up my time. Yeah, this is going to take up some time of my flight.
Instead of a Rubik's Cube, he just bought chopsticks.
I'm going to do chopsticks.
Yeah.
Babe, you got Sudoku? I'm going to do chops.
Yeah.
He's sitting there, dropping. The whole plane stinks like McDonald's and that.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. Of course, I just got the map in front of me. Where are we? Where are we?
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, a chorus of babies start crying throughout the plane. There should be a number of babies that are allowed to be on the plane.
Yeah.
A chorus of about 10 babies start crying. And this one amazing father did something so beautiful.
Yes.
He picked up his crying baby and he said, everyone on the plane should hear my baby. I will walk up and down the aisle with my crying baby. Another father saw that, said, that's a great idea. Picks up his baby. All of a sudden, there's a parade of crying babies and their parents pacing up and down the aisle. Pacing. Wow, 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 wow. Just crying babies.
Yeah.
As a parade.
What are you, like, I guess they should have pacifiers. Like, what are we supposed to do? Is that fucked up to say?
Nah, we should give him Benadryl.
Benadryl. Okay, drugs.
Straight drugs.
Because I've had stretches where every single flight I've been on for years, there's a crying baby that I'm sitting next to, or a small
hard.
dog.
It's hard. Well, that's the thing. Wait. The crying baby starts, and that ignites all the service dogs.
Yeah.
Not even barking.
No.
Whimpering.
Yeah.
Babies crying. Dogs are whimpering. Lo mein are sucking.
These are all some of the worst noises on the planet, in my opinion.
The woman next to me just saying the word moist in my ear.
Exactly.
It was a nightmare.
Okay.
I couldn't believe it. I go, I'm never going to fall asleep. Finally, I fall asleep.
Really? Miraculous. Do you have like brown noise or something in your ears?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, you're exhausted.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm very tired. This is also like
your body's kind of
time,
shutting
like
down.
4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm very tired. Just sitting there doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I finally fall asleep. And I don't know if it was their first day, but I was woken up by this. Sir, do you want a snack? We don't have Cheez-Its. And I turn to this person and I say, well, then why the hell did you wake me up? You don't got Cheez-Its, then why the hell did you wake me up?
It's so you would never do this any other time. It wakes me up at 4:30 in the morning. Be like, even if they had Cheez-Its.
I couldn't.
Excuse me, sir. You're sleeping at 4:30 in the morning. Would you like some Cheez-Its?
Sir, would you like some? Excuse me.
Yeah, they're not supposed to wake you up.
Woke me up.
Yeah.
I go, no. I go, yeah, well then you shouldn't have woke me up. She goes, we have plantain chips, salt free. We have mini chewy bars. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I got off the flight. The first thing I did was buy a bag of Cheez-Its. Found the flight attendant. Said, now you do.
Yeah.
Gave it to her. I said, good night, sweetie.
Yeah.
No.
Please don't wake me up ever again.
Hey, listen to me. Good night.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And we finally... Also, we should get rid of the idea of announcements on Red Eyes.
I agree.
There's no reason for announcements.
No.
Keep the lights off
The whole time.
until we're on the ground.
Yeah.
Require seatbelts the whole time and keep the lights off.
I'm down.
So you don't even need to check.
Yeah.
Because they wake everyone up 45 minutes before you go down. They turn all the lights full on.
Yeah, which is annoying. We don't need that 45 minutes out.
Well, you don't need that.
15 is fine.
You need when everyone's like sitting down.
Yeah.
Like we gotta lock in now. We finally hit the ground. I'm tired. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna meet you. Right, we're doing this. I'm counting the minutes that like I'm gonna get to sleep before
Absolutely.
we do this because I'm running on 3 hours
Yeah.
right now. Right. I'm counting the minutes before we have to do this. We sit on the tarmac for over an hour.
That's insane. That's so troubling.
With my father waiting for me outside.
No, that's what I was thinking about when you said that.
And he was not happy either.
No.
And I didn't know what to tell him.
Yeah.
They're not telling me making announcements. They're not doing anything.
Yeah.
I did not know what to tell them. So I just kept on whispering on my phone. Yeah, they said nothing. Yeah, they said nothing. I don't know yet. They said nothing.
And they're not saying anything.
They're just like, we're waiting to pull into a gate. A plane should be leaving. Over an hour. So much so that the pilot then came on being like, I'm so sorry. This was unacceptable.
Okay. That's nice.
That was nice.
That's really the only thing that anybody wants to hear. Nobody wants jokes. Nobody wants anything. Nobody
wants a joke.
Nobody wants light. We just want, this is unacceptable. It should not have happened.
Yep.
I am sorry.
Yes.
Sometimes that's what you need to say.
With a restaurant situation, any
things.
Service situation,
Correct.
Be like, I'm sorry, that's unacceptable. I would not. We are better than that.
Yeah,
I'm
we
so
need
sorry.
to do better.
You deserve better than that.
Correct. You do.
Yes, and so much so that the flight attendants were getting on the thing, being like, "Hello, beautiful people. Please make sure." Like they were calling us beautiful people. By the end. Because they were a woman. I swear to God, was shaking her legs.
Yeah.
But this was also the same woman that was watching Captain America on our iPad, hysterically laughing at the machine guns.
Oh my God.
Russian.
Okay.
She bought a McDonald's. She had a soda from McDonald's, took a sip, and then called the flight attendant over and said, I don't like it. What are they going to do? What are they going to do?
They didn't buy it.
It was an absolutely absurd move.
That is wild. Okay.
And the son was in front of me just hitting his chair back and forth. Finally get off. Horrible plane ride.
Yeah, that's tough.
Was so nice to my father.
You were. Because you kept him waiting.
Kept him waiting.
You had to then make up for that. Yeah. You felt like it was kind of your fault.
I guess the only loose ends was that I was rude to my mother on the way there. So I'm happy that sometimes we have to get on mic to solve the problems. I'm happy that we solved that.
Nice. Overall successful weekend though.
Overall successful weekend. I snuck some edibles back.
Nice.
Come get me. Yeah, it was good.
That's fun.
It's groovy. Sebi Summers is here. Mosquito bites and all.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it was fun. And you're still doing Wholesome Summer. I don't know. I might tap out soon. But I also did Wholesome Summer. We have been getting calls, and I want to do a call-in episode. So if you want to be featured, we have enough to do an episode. So I'm like, we might as well do it. But please keep calling in. So 929-900-6393. Call in. Tell us how your summer's going. If you're having a wholesome summer. If you're trying. If you're not. Just keep calling in. 929-900-6393. We'll probably do a call-in episode either next week or the week after. So please keep calling in. We would love the better calls we have, the better the episodes.
Keep them short.
Yes, it goes up to 3 minutes.
Don't even think about that.
Well, this is some people will call in. It's a full 3 minutes. And they call back and leave another 3 minutes continuing. We got 3 minutes is the max. You got to get the whole story in.
Robbie, we're not even doing that.
Okay.
1 minute calls. Okay.
1 minute, please.
Keep it 1 minute and under. It's just the sound quality's bad and like it's just people want to hear us. I'm sorry. Ask us any
Try to keep it. Yeah.
Keep
Please,
it short.
under a minute. 929-900-6393. And yeah, thank you everyone.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, keep sharing the podcast. We love that. All right, Robbie, hit the music.